The idea of the unit is that we can do any mission, anywhere, in any time allocated.
One of the most elite units in the IDF and also in the world. Tasked with operating far from Israel.
The significance of the Shayetet is beyond the IDF and the Navy. It's a major part of Israeli culture. A symbol of bravery and achieving the unbelievable. I was 17 years old when I went to the Gibush. You're just brought to your limit. You're taken, away from your home and your comfort zone.
You kind of fight for your life for 4 days.
Hiking in the middle of the night, many miles, run and crawl through the sand, swim in freezing cold water.
It was really the hardest thing I did in life to that point.
Start off every day with a swim. Every other day you go for a run. You have a hike once a week.
You're always on the move. You're not allowed to walk. You just spend a lot of time in the water, losing your body heat. So there's sleep deprivation, but there's also heat deprivation. You're always cold. There's a lot of units in the IDF and training is difficult in many of them, but there's only one unit that has to endure the power of the sea. The marches on the beach are the hardest exercise that you have to do. You start with 10 and you go up to 80 kilometers, which is almost 2 consecutive marathons.
We carry weights, can go up to 50% body weight. It's by far the toughest march in the IDF.
It's a team act. Your mission in this hike is to make sure that the whole team finishes.
You need to be a person that can be trusted blindfoldly.
Work in a team and being a team player is an extremely important aspect.
We are trusted by the commandment of the IDF. Many times it goes up to the Prime Minister to get something done, and no matter how hard it is. Counterterrorism, raiding from sea, operating combat vessels, combat parachuting, and intelligence gathering.
Guerrilla warfare, urban warfare, open field warfare, diving, and just so much more. In very few places in the military, one person has to know so many different fields. The happiest moment in my entire life.
The Ministry of Defense was there to give us our ranks, and there was supposed to be a party. But instead of going to a party, we were told there was an operation and we all need to get our kit and start moving. And that was the first day of being a warrior, and that's how it starts.
The operations that the unit does and that I was also a part of very important to the security of Israel. Some of the operations are stamped by the Prime Minister.
Our first big major mission was during Protective Edge.
The unit was the first unit to go into Gaza.
We were young, we just finished our course.
The mission of that operation was to find and destroy the big missiles that Hamas is shooting towards Tel Aviv.
Missiles were being fired all over Israel. It gives you a sense of pride knowing that you are an active part of Israel's safety.
Halfway through the operation, the enemy started shooting at us and we retaliated. We had a few wounded guys. I was very proud of my soldiers that they retaliated fire and picked up the wounded guys that we had, and we went back to the boats in the sea.
We did the mission successfully, and Everybody got home safely from my team.
Recently we were at a bris and my husband gets a phone call. 20 minutes later, he's with his uniform and he's out the door. He can never tell me where he's going. He can leave sometimes for a week, sometimes 2 weeks, can even be 3 sometimes.
The third week that's pretty long, you know, every day is pretty long, you know, you start feeling that you're missing someone. Like, I would say even badly.
My daughter was miserable. She missed him. She didn't know what happened, why he wasn't coming home. There's been lots of sleepless nights. My mind always takes me to the worst. I think the main difference between being a wife of a husband and of an officer in Special Forces compared to non-Special Forces is that I never know where my husband is. I can't be in touch with him. The wives of other officers in non-Special Forces can be in touch with their husband. I'm very proud because I know what he's doing is extremely important and he feels lots of pride and we all do.
We went out, we did what we had to do, stopping an immediate threat. It was successful. You get back to base, then you go out with the guys for a beer, and you see everybody in the bar is happy and celebrating. They have no idea where you just came from and what you did. You feel very good knowing that what you did makes it easy for everybody to continue on with their life.